Hello, everyone. It's been a long time since I last talked to you. So here's an update video. I have no idea when I'll have this up. I'm already recording post commentary, and I think I may turn this into an occasional series here on YouTube. It will be of me going after achievements. In this video, I'm going after one achievement called It's Something. I have to find an off-road sign in Utah. It says nothing according to its description. I will also be progressing towards another achievement that requires I discover every city in Texas. It's like I'm some sort of person who hunts for achievements, like an achievement hunt. So I actually had two hard drives fail on me, one mechanically and one physically. And I can't really recover them because I live in a small town, and the closest thing I can get to recovering them would be to send them to Dallas, which is 2 hours away. One of them had my Windows installation on it, and the other had all of my sound bites, my pictures, my settings, basically everything that made editing subsequent videos easier. The Doom videos that I didn't upload, it also had that. But all in all, basically I have to start over. To be honest, it shouldn't have kept me up from uploading for this long. Not 3 years. I could have just been like, fuck, for a week and just moved on. But you know what? I'm lazy. Especially when it comes to making a video that announces my return. It's the hardest one to make, really. Getting back into the Let's Play scene after 3 years is kind of like going to the gym after 3 years of not going to it. Or playing Counter-Strike after 3 years of not playing Counter-Strike, you know? It's like Regina Spektor once said, taking steps is easy, taking L's is hard, or whatever the fuck she said. Now here's the moment where I use a guide to try to get this achievement that I talked about earlier. And here's where I crash into an invisible wall because I misread the map. Now, as for my future plans for this channel, Banjo-Kazooie is coming back, Doom is coming back, and I will finish them before the nukes fall. And before I die of liver failure. See, now, if I don't make good on that promise, then neither you nor I will ever know about it, so it's a win-win. Now the sign that I'm looking for is along this way. And I'm definitely gonna do a bunch of other shit too. I built a new computer about 2 years ago, and it's the most amazing so far. I can run any game on it without frame drops on high settings. Oh, and here's the sign. This game in particular, I am recording at 1080p at 60 frames per second. And it's doing pretty good now. I'll just have to see how it does in the coming days, especially without Chrome running. Now we're going to take a job. I'm gonna go pick up a trailer and take it into Texas to further my progression in discovering every city in Texas. But yeah, like I was saying, this game records fine at 1080p at 60 frames per second. There are some games, like there's one like Doom 2016 drops a frame like maybe like once an hour or so, which is weird because Halo Infinite, I played that game and that's 5 years newer, and I've never had any drop frames in that game. And with my computer specs held constant, I am getting a new mic very soon. I already know what I want. It's a Sennheiser Mark 416 or something like that. It's the one the Game Grumps use. They use it for movies. When I get it, I'll have to also get a little interface box for it. But it'll be pretty cool. And my voice will just be that much clearer. I've been using a Blue Yeti for the past 13 centuries. And now I must turn in for gas before I pick up my load. I actually used to be a truck driver in real life, and this is exactly how I would drive. Just kidding. Because I drove on private property, I didn't need a CDL, and also the speed limit was 15, so I would only have to use the first 4 gears. As you can see here, the trailer I had my GPS pointed on is listed here at the top, and it also happens to be the best, so I'm definitely going to take that. It's got the best dollar per mile. All I gotta do in this video game is back up and hook into it. And away I go. In case you're wondering what my controls are, I use mouse steering, right mouse to look, left mouse to zoom in, 2 pedals for the obvious, A, Q, W, E, D, and F for my camera controls, and S to look behind my to look out the window. Also, ignore the fact that I accidentally put it in neutral there and tried to gun it. Don't just ignore that, okay? Okay? And this is the point in which I turn on the fatigue simulation, because I want some of the fun in trucking. I turned off the traffic violation because I want to drive fast. I leave all the other things on, like the fatigue and the way stations and the weather and the random road events, where sometimes they block you and you have to take a detour. Oh yeah, and I'm also gonna do more Killing Floor 2. That was actually the original series in which I started doing the achievement stuff. Like mostly I stream it. But there were some times where I tried to go for the achievements in which you have to beat a certain map on a certain difficulty. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I want to continue that though. And also the without music series that I've done with Far Cry 3. I started with Far Cry 3, and then I did with the whole Modern Warfare trilogy. I'm probably going to do that also with the Black Ops trilogy? Whoa. Like, okay, the only games I've played so far is World at War and Black Ops 1, as far as single player goes. I might do Black Ops 2 as well. And when I started having an inkling for this whole trilogy thing, it was a trilogy. It was just World at War and Black Ops 1 and 2. And then Black Ops 3 came out, and then so on and so forth. Gotta pull over for an inspection. And now there's Black Ops 6. I like, what? That's a set trilogy. That's 7 games in a series, and I already don't want to play Black Ops 2 because Black Ops 2 isn't linear. It's got like different paths that you go down, like different endings and all that. I mean, to be fair, Far Cry 3 had 2 different endings, but it was only 2. You could always go back to a save point and do the other one. Anyway, I also have Far Cry 4 and 5. I bought them and never played them, but I might also do those since I did Far Cry 3. The one project that I might have to abandon is the Medal of Honor Allied Alliance, because I don't really talk to that person anymore that I did it with. Wait a minute. What the hell did I just say? Did I just say Allied Alliance? Allied... What is it? Allied Assault? I think that's what it is. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And also there's a 2010 version of Medal of Honor. We'll play it by ear. Well, I guess that's really all I have to say as far as the update part of the update video goes. For those of you who have made it this far to the video, I'm glad you're here. I guess I'm mostly talking to my return viewers, which at this point, I don't think I really have any. So I'm probably just talking to the void here. At least at the time of upload. I may pick up later, perhaps, because I'm hoping to fix my little upload schedule, you know? By uploading at least somewhat consistently. You know, like at least once every 2 days, like I had been doing when I was getting into the groove of my Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play. You know, I just don't want to be on that neat mic upload schedule. Which is funny because he once joked about JonTron being on that upload schedule. The only other miscellaneous thing I have to say about myself is that I work for the city now, the city of Wichita Falls, in the cemetery. I'm a grave digger. I'll touch more on that later, in later videos. For now, just enjoy the rest of the flight. I'll chime in now and then with context-sensitive commentary. I have sometimes pondered whether to do some mapless drives, which means I just use the signs to get by. No GPS, no maps. Well, maps. There's this thing that you can do, or at least you used to be able to do, where you can make it to where viewing the map doesn't pause the game. So if you really want to look at the map, you'll have to pull over or risk it while driving. Kind of like trucking in the 90s, or, you know, a challenge run. So here's the first time I'm doing this. See this little camera icon on my map? So if I enter photo mode, I can take a picture of that. And it will count toward my 100% progression. Anyway, moving on. Lubbock is the city I was born in. And here is Wichita Falls, in which I live now. I will probably not be visiting it in any stream or video ever, unless there are achievements tied to it. But because I've already discovered it in game, I'm probably not going to be going back to it. And here we are at the final stretch. Unfortunately, I'll be backing up on the right-hand side, so this will be a little bit more difficult. Now that I can no longer see where I'm backing up to, I'm just going to be guessing. And I've hit something. I promise, take it from me, this is a lot easier to do in real life. Well, provided that you're not using the other camera angles in this game. It's even easier in real life when you're team driving. You will see at one point in which I use the outside camera, but that's only to simulate while I'm at a complete stop, getting out of the truck to see where I'm at and where I need to go. It could also be that I'm an idiot. But nonetheless, I have fixed it. Now it's easy back-ins from here on out. And we're done. I think I'm at max level already, but maybe level 36 is max level. I don't know. Thank you all very much for watching. See ya.